Russia,
It's it is getting weird. Like CRISPR and these genome engineering tools are outside of the bottle. They're out. It's like the genie out of the bottle, right? It's like
Right.
it's out there. You can't put it back in. I think that more and more people in other countries are going to be doing things with these technologies for humans. That's why Colossal just said we will never do anything for humans. If someone else wants to use our technologies for humans, we'll evaluate
But that
it.
gets so weird, right? Like the China story. Like, can you explain to people what they did? They said they were inoculating them from HIV, which is
Yeah. They actually
very
were engineering. They were engineering babies in editing their embryos to confer a resistance to HIV. Now, still to this day, so they were cloning them and then they were genetically modifying them, and so they're doing lots of things that are. There's a general moratorium in the world on some of these things around humans. Anything that's considered a germline edit, so anything that could be passed on to the next generation. Organization, just send us all your samples from all your countries, everything. And publicly, the CEO of BGI has said, which is funded by the CCP, has said that they are looking at genes with humans. They are looking at what makes humans more intelligent. They don't shy away from this. This is not like some conspiracy like theory, like is it a Sasquatch or is it just a man in an ape suit? This is something that is very real. They are openly saying we are sequencing as much as we can of the world population, looking for genes for intelligence, and we will act on that. Like that's not a hidden thing. So that is
but
the problem.
Supposedly did with these children.
Supposedly,
how old are these kids now?
I mean, that would have. When did that happen? It was. Yeah, so they've been like 6 or 7.
Oh, and are they already winning chess championships?
Yeah, so
we should find out.
Yeah,
we should find out where these kids are probably in a lab somewhere with a headset on.
Yeah,
teaching them how to be psychic.
So, guys, I was listening to this episode, right, and they was talking about how China basically, made some humans that's immune to HIV and got super intelligence, right? And then it had me thinking about some creepy pastas I was listening to, correct? And on one of the creepy pastas, so this rich family wanted to have these designer kids, and he made this designer kid that was like super smart, right? They super smart. He had, I believe, a son and a daughter. And over time, the kids, they stopped really interacting with the parents, especially in their teenage years, and they start getting so smart, they start talking crazy to the parents. And then one day they turned on them. And I was thinking like something like this could happen. Like if they become so advanced, they so smart, lab rats type stuff, from Disney, whatever they may be, they super advanced. What would be the point of us? What would be the point of us? We either be, slaves, pets, or we might be in the grave. I just think sometime, man, we just keep knocking on doors, and one of them doors that swing open, it might not be no return, man. But I do find it interesting. I do think, maybe in the near future it can help, or it could just drastically, I'm talking about drastically, create whole new classes of people. You got like superhumans like Homelander and them, and then you got regular people. Things could get very tight.